In this first section of the course, I want to talk about getting the most out of your course. We're going to go through and do some very simple tips about how you can get the most out of the course. My number one tip is to take the time to complete the course. I see people register for my courses all the time, and a lot of them don't ever start the course. So not much I can do about that. But also I see a lot of people that start and they never finish. And to be honest, if there's a lot of great content in this course, if you're going to absorb it, you need to take the time to take the course. And I'm guilty of this myself. I've enrolled in courses which I've never finished. And if it's important to you, I recommend making time on your calendar. Make a meeting for yourself. Go in and plan it. Block out that time that you're going to spend an hour today, maybe this evening, working on the course. So block out that time, treat it like a meeting, and treat it like something that you have to do. That way, you actually go through and take the time to take the course and absorb this material. Now, all the source code examples for this course are going to be available inside of GitHub. If you are new to GitHub, please see Appendix A. I've got a series of links there to how to use GitHub. I do want to stress that GitHub is not needed for the course. You can go into GitHub and download the source code as a zip file. But if you do use GitHub, it's very helpful because what I do, I use branches inside of GitHub. So every time I start coding, I'll create a branch, and that will be the state of the code at the beginning of a lesson. And then I'll commit to that branch, and then you'll see the ending state of the code. So you can do a comparison contrast. So if you are able to compare code, and there's some tips in Appendix A as to how to do this, you can go through and see exactly what was changed in every lesson, and you can compare that against your code. And it's very easy to miss something. And through this, you do have the tools to see what was changed in each lesson and also compare against your code. So I do recommend a workflow if you're going to be using GitHub. Take my repository, fork it over to your own GitHub account. The GitHub accounts are absolutely free, so there's no cost to that. And when you do this, you'll be able to provide examples to show to your future employers. I do recommend you follow the lessons and complete the coding exercises. And if you do need help, you can always compare your source code to the lesson branches to see what is the difference between your code examples and my code. Now, the course also has a wiki and an FAQ page that will be in the course resources of this section. This is a good place to find general information, and when I see common problems that people have run into, I do update the FAQ. So this is a good area to go to help find additional information, common problems, and just general FAQs about the course. And I do update this as needed based on your feedback. Also, inside this course, you do have the ability to join a Slack community. So as a student, you can request access to my Slack community, and you will get access to an exclusive channel to this course. And you'll be able to interact with students of this course, myself, and also my teacher's assistants. You can come in, say hi, get help on the course, your projects, or just share something that you're working on. Now, if you want to get signed up for Slack, see Section 1. In this section, I have a dedicated lecture for that where you can go and sign up to get access to the Slack community. Now, also, IntelliJ. You will see me using IntelliJ Ultimate throughout the course. This is not required for the course, but if you are interested, I do have a partnership with JetBrains, the maker of IntelliJ, to get you a 120-day free trial for IntelliJ Ultimate. Again, you don't need IntelliJ Ultimate, but if you want, a following section in the course will provide you directions how to register and get that code. You can get the code. There's a 30-day free trial that you get for free, and then you can extend that by 120 days by going to Section 1 of this course and signing up for IntelliJ. I also have a newsletter. So I do provide tips and tricks about Spring Framework and different topics around Java and Spring. When you enroll in Slack or the IntelliJ trial, I will sign you up for that automatically. You can always unsubscribe if you're not interested in the content, but I will give you basically short emails about Spring, the history of Spring, tips and tricks, and some of my tales from the trenches of working in enterprise software development for somebody. And if you don't want Slack or IntelliJ, head over to my website and you can join there. So again, summary, to get the most out of the course, you have to do the course. So again, I see people sign up and they just don't do the course. So there's not much I can do to help with that. You do need to make the time. There's a lot of great content here for you to go through, and you will learn a lot as you complete the course. For the source code, I do recommend using GitHub, and I do recommend forking GitHub to your own GitHub account, and that gives you the tools to do comparisons and contrasts as we go through the different code examples. And the Slack community is there. We have a lot of great interaction there. So if you need help with the course or projects, you can come to that Slack community and ask for it. And again, IntelliJ Ultimate is not needed, but a following lecture in this section will show you how you can register for a 120-day free trial of IntelliJ Ultimate.